into the blue corner. Let's hear it for Saul Boyd.
Okay, here I am with Saul Boyd. Saul is also fighting in the tournament this evening. Saul fights out of Pariah in Birmingham and is currently 4-0 and is also a veteran of Fight UK. Saul, how you doing today, mate?
All right, thanks. I'm good. Yeah.
Excellent, excellent. You fought on the last show, obviously victorious.
Yeah.
You're 4-0, you're undefeated at the moment. You're going into the tournament tonight, obviously a little bit of a different format that you're used to. How have you prepared for this, Saul?
Well, I've just obviously trained all round, wrestling, jiu-jitsu, striking. I haven't really got a game plan, obviously, because I don't know who I'm fighting yet. So I'm just going to take it as it comes. I'm happy all round, so.
Excellent. Well, obviously, like I said, you're undefeated. You're from a good team, Pariah. We've had many of your guys on Fight UK before, or generally always victorious, so you've got a good pedigree there. So we are expecting some big things from you. Now, obviously, fighting 3 fights in one night, how do you think that's going to affect the way the first couple of fights go? Are you going to go all out, balls to the wall, or are you going to try and,
I don't know, I'm happy anywhere, I'm fit enough anyway to take it wherever it comes. So
excellent.
At any pace, I'm happy.
Exactly. Well, look, that's the attitude that we love. So look, Saul, you're looking in good shape once again. I'm expecting some big things from you tonight, and we'll look forward to seeing you in the cage later.
And his opponent entering into the red corner. Let's hear it for Richard Herbert.
Okay, here I am with Richard Herbert, the Herbalizer. He trains out of Charles Martin Martial Arts in Doncaster. He's coming off a victory on the last Fight UK show. Currently has a record of 9 wins and 2 losses, and tonight is fighting in our tournament. Richard, how you doing today, mate?
Yeah, great, thanks, mate.
Excellent, excellent. Coming off a great win on the last show. Did you get straight back in the gym? Did you have any time off?
Yeah, I've been straight back into it. I mean, I fought again 4 weeks ago. So,
did you?
Yeah, so it's been manic again, really busy this year. So it's been really good, training's been going really well.
Good man. Well, look, I mean, you've had 11 fights now, which is a very, very good experienced amateur record. How do you think that's going to fare you tonight when you're going into potentially fighting 3 times in one night?
I think it'll definitely go in my favour because I know I've got a lot of experience. I mean, I fought in a 4-man tournament before as well, so I've had to do 2 fights in one night before as well. And like I say, I've gone the distance as well, so both of my fights from the distance. So I think cardio-wise should definitely be on my side as well, at least against a lot of the guys. I'm not sure exactly how hard this one their fights have been, but like I say, I definitely think it's in my favour.
Excellent. Well, look, I mean, lad, you're brimming with self-confidence, mate, and you're looking very, very good physical shape. So, like I say, it's going to be a long night ahead of you. So basically, all that's left to say, mate, is look, best of luck for tonight. We'll look forward to seeing what you can do later on this evening.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, introducing these fighters properly. Fighting out of the blue corner, he hails from Birmingham. He's 21 years old, stands 5 feet 11 inches tall, and weighed in at 151 pounds. He fights for Pariah and has a perfect mixed martial arts record of 4 contests with 4 wins. Let's hear it for Better Call Saul Boyd. And his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, he hails from Doncaster. He's 20 years old, stands 5 feet 9 inches tall, and weighed in at 155 pounds. He fights for Charles Martin Martial Arts and has a fantastic mixed martial arts record of 11 contests, 9 wins and 2 losses. Let's hear it for Richard, the Herbalizer Herbert. This contest is fought over 2 3-minute rounds with a potential for 3-minute overtime.
Right, Ben, so we are back in action. Last man standing, Saul Boyd, Richard Herbert. Boyd in the grey shorts, fighting out of the blue corner. Herbert fighting in the black shorts, coming out of the red corner. I'm excited about this one. Both these guys carrying fantastic records in at amateur level.
It's exactly what this tournament's all about. High-level amateur guys coming in at lightweight. A real power struggle here on the clinch. Both guys exchanging positions. Boyd who's pushing his man, and then Herbert looking to reverse. A nice takedown from Boyd. Boyd with a perfect professional record, 4-0. Herbert 9-2, so really top-level amateur guys here.
Yeah, I mean, I've you know, these guys have got more experience than some of the pros on the circuit at the moment. And I've got to be honest with you, these are two guys that I would have tipped to see in the semi-final, dash the final maybe. So interesting to see them square off, you know, in the early stages of this competition. And they're both going to know this. They're both going to know that they secretly could have done with fighting each other later on in the competition. So we come back to tactics, don't we, as Boyd posts up on top, looking to sink the inverted guillotine. Not going to happen. Herbalizer sitting there, trying to claim half guard. He's got it. Is it locked? No, it's closed, but it's not locked.
Boyd on top, just looking to ride out this initial storm. Maybe pepper a few shots if he can. Keep the referee from standing him up. Very active from both guys in this position. And as we saw in the previous fight, where Jeff Agendo went through, obviously this format, 2 3-minute rounds. If you can get out there and implement a good game plan early on, take that first round, you're halfway there.
Absolutely, yeah, I agree with you thoroughly. It's interesting. I mean, Herbert's style is so awkward. He just looks like he's just not bothered, and then he just snaps things out of the bag. You know, very well versed, very strong wrestling, very good sub game.
Nice big shot from the top there.
Boyd posting up here, looking to do some damage, looking to hurt his man.
Another big shot. I like that he's using his posture well with that. He's not committing too much, but he's still in that range where he can land those strikes. And straight on the top, good scramble here. And going for the back, swim that arm round.
Now he's secured Herbert's right underhook shoulder there. So what's he going to do with it? Are we going to see him use that to anchor himself and post up so he can sink that right hook in, which is what he needs to get the rear choke in? Or is he going to start looking to anchor that shoulder and do something else with it?
He's got to be mindful he doesn't get reversed in this position as well. Don't want to end up on the bottom, especially in a fight like this. These 2 rounds shorter.
Yeah, it's exactly what's happened there. Again, cursor to come. Oh, nearly happened. Not quite happened yet, no. Oh, I'd like to see electric chair from here, wouldn't you, Ben? Could you imagine that? A nice electric chair submission in the early stages of an amateur tournament. That would be unheard of.
You'd call ringer at that point, I think.
Yeah, sorry about that. There we go. But that was exciting. That was a very, very fast-paced round. We're going to go to the second round now. Interesting because Herbert, like I said, is this lackadaisical style. He almost seems not bothered. He's got to be bothered. He's got to get in there, be first and be quick. There he is, underhooks. Nice turn from Boyd.
A nice clipping right out from Boyd as they initially engaged as well. Gave his man something to think about.
Herbert locking that leg.
He needs to try and just nip that posting arm, and he's done that. Great balance here from Herbert.
Good control from Boyd there. He's done well out of this position. He's on top. I mean, realistically, like I said, I had either of these two personally tipped to get through to the semis, if not the final. So I'm going to totally change my my ideas of who I think I'm going to see in the final after the end of this fight.
You've got to think as well, though, both guys, if they've got that belief that they can get there, they're both in there, they've got great records. As we see the reversal from Herbert, if both guys have got the belief in themselves that they can do this, then mentally they'll be ready to fight the tough guys, because if they're going to win it, they're going to have to beat them anyway. But like you say, it's tough. You maybe want to fight a tougher guy and take the chance that he'd had a harder route to get there than you. If you're fighting both completely fresh, first fight of the evening, it's the toughest potential fight for both of these guys at the moment.
You're absolutely right. I don't think they would have really expected this. However, this is what's happening. Saul Boyd, he's got that left butterfly leg in, and he's, again, deliberately trying to make me look silly by changing that and bringing it around to full close guard. Overhook on Herbert's right arm. Herbert sitting up, firing some shots down.
This is what he needs to do. He needs to make something of this time on top. There's a real case that he lost that first round with the positioning, with the strike, and if he wins this one, we could be headed to a sudden victory round.
Yeah, I would agree with that, Ben.
Another huge shot coming in. Really measured that one, Herbert. Being the slightly taller fighter, he's putting himself in shots where he can hit his opponent and his opponent can't hit him.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, sitting up in guard and striking, looking to get some damage on Boyd to try and reclaim some shots. He's passed one leg. Boyd has walked back in and took half guard. It's relatively open. Herbert's not bothered. He just wants to hurt him. He just wants to fire some shots down and get some damage back. I think he's under the understanding that, you know, there's not enough time left to really finish him with a submission, so he wants to damage him, wants to pin, control, remain the remainder of the round on top and fire some shots down.
And we talked earlier as well about conditioning, obviously, as we see the reversal. As I say, that Boyd ends up on top.
10 seconds to go.
Needs to do a lot here, really. Try and get his man out of there. Doesn't look like he's going to get the opportunity to. End of the second round. We'll wait to see the judges' scorecards tallied up to see if we've got a winner or to see if we're going to a sudden victory round. Judges just collating the cards now. And we are going to a sudden victory round for the first time this evening. One more round.
That's it.
To decide this one.
Good call. I think that's the perfect decision. Correct.
So many things when you look at tournament fighting make a huge difference. They may only seem like little things. But if you put a minute here, 30 seconds there, it all adds up when you're fighting multiple times in one evening. And you made the very good point. You've got to warm up. You've got to cool down. It all affects your own kind of personal schedule.
The crowd are loving this third round now.
Oh, nice knees to the body there. Good work from Herbert, really bullying his man now, trying to impose his will, seeing if he can get the takedown. Really straining both these guys. Saul Boyd's ended up on top there for the takedown. We're both battling for that position with the underhook in place. Nice knees to the body there. Those could really pay dividends on a fight like this.
Yeah, you're right there, Ben. Knees to the body. Everyone just looks and goes, "Oh, that can't hurt much." I tell you, I have seen men stop. I have seen men cry from knees to the body. Herbert goes to ride the back. Now this is interesting because his right arm is stuck, and Boyd lets go of it. Herbert's gone through. He's working the rear choke.
Herbert's got the position. Harder to complete the choke, obviously, under these amateur rules, simply because the size of gloves. But that looks very tight from here. He has got that locked in. What a hard show from Saul Boyd to fight the hands at this point.
And he's still trying to work the feet. Look, he was hoping that Herbert's ankles were crossed there. Look to work an ankle bar. I mean, that shows the professionalism there. Someone that can sit there and be choked by somebody with an 11-fight record, and whilst having that happen, still defend the ankles. He's out. He's out.
He is out cold. Great pickup from Leon Roberts there.
Yep.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we have our winner.
So there we see Richard Herbert advances. And Saul Boyd. What heart.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, after 1 minute and 26 seconds of round number 3, your winner due to tap out by rear naked choke from the red corner, Richard the Herbalizer Herbert. Well, let's hear it for a fantastic challenger. Let's hear it for Saul Boyd.